What's up, Cancer? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your May 2020 general read. Cancer, I love you guys. I appreciate all that Cancerian energy that you bring to the channel. You guys are a fellow water sign. I'm a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I love you guys. I love the energy. I love the vibe. Please keep it coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There will be an extended to this reading. The information for that link, the Patreon membership link, it's in the box below this video. All right. You get to see all the extended videos. You get access to the Tarology Academy sessions as well for just $5 a month. Not $5 a video, $5 a month. And I've always kept it real with you guys with that in reference to that price because I'm not trying to rob anybody. I'm trying to teach people who want to be taught how to better understand themselves through tarot and astrology. All right. So please check it out if this is something that interests you. Speaking of which, of all the readings that I do, the monthly reading is the one that I talk about the planetary alignments, just to give you an understanding for those who are ascended to that level, to give you an understanding of what's going on and how these energies will affect you moving forward. So as far as your 7th house, you have Pluto and you have Jupiter there. Your 7th house has to do with your career, your professional achievements, your personal and how you feel about yourself, your reputation, your moral compass, you know, as far as what you feel is right, where your integrity stands, things like that. So you have two planets that are there right now, Pluto and Jupiter, okay? Pluto's all about the subconscious energy. Jupiter's all about good luck, good fortune. And for women, it's the characteristics that you would look for in an ideal husband. Now, in reference to Pluto and Jupiter being in your 7th house, the house of your career achievements and professional developments and your moral fiber and your reputation, these planets are going to be going into retrograde. Now, Pluto's going to go into retrograde first on April 25th. Now, when Pluto goes into retrograde, what Pluto does is it deals with the subconscious mind, okay? Gemini deals with the, Mercury particular. The planet of Mercury deals with the conscious mind, while Pluto deals with the subconscious mind, okay? So what's going to happen with Pluto going in retrograde, Pluto is going to unearth and bring up any subconscious blocks that you have holding you back from being the person that you want to be. It's going to bring up any subconscious blocks that are keeping you from aligning with your immoral integrity, with your immoral fiber, your moral being. What are your morals about? What is integrity to you? What's important to you? What's your internal rules, your internal compass, right? Also, it's going to bring up anything that is keeping you from being successful in your career development and your financial achievements in reference to career. So don't fight that energy if it comes, because you can't anyway. Pluto will kick your ass. I'm just telling you. All right. So what Pluto is going to do is it's going to bring that to your mind. It's going to bring that to the forefront. So if you find yourself being challenged in a certain way in reference to your career aspirations, your career development, your reputation, how people see you, or your morals and your integrity, stop and take a look at that, because that's Pluto telling you that's something that you need to address. And Pluto will only bring things to you that you need to address because of the fact that it's holding you back from being successful. All right. Now, while Pluto is bringing all of that to the forefront for you, and don't get it twisted, it's not going to show up right away. Pluto's going to be in retrograde until October. So you're going to have the whole summer. You may be at a point where I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any subconscious energy that's holding me back from my career aspirations. I'm doing well. Okay, well, it may come in a stance of your reputation and how you see yourself. Or maybe you may not like the way others see you. So maybe that energy will be brought to the forefront, and now you'll be addressed to look at it, to say, damn, I didn't realize this person looked at me this way. I didn't realize I was conducting myself this way in this person's eyes to make them feel this way about me. Things like that. Okay. Now, while you're focusing on that energy that Pluto's bringing up, Jupiter's going to go in retrograde on May 14th. So Jupiter's going to have you looking at, and it's in the same house, career aspirations, your moral values, how you see yourself, your reputation, how other people see you in your career development. So Jupiter is going in retrograde there as well. So Jupiter is going to work with Pluto. Pluto's going to unearth the energy you need to look at, and then Jupiter is going to have you look at it and say, okay, how can I use this to be successful? How can I use this to give me good luck? How can I use this energy to maybe change my reputation or the way that I see myself so that I emit energy in reference to, what I'm looking for in my ideal mate. Maybe I want to attract my ideal mate, especially for women, because Jupiter is where the characteristics of your ideal husband are placed. Okay? So, these are some things that you're going to be looking at. And when you have planets in retrograde, it's good not to make any plan. It's good not, no, let me say this. When you have planets in retrograde in a particular house, it's good to look at that house. Okay, so this is the career development, professional achievements, your moral standing, your reputation, and how you see yourself. You got 2 planets in retrograde there. Now is the time to look at that energy that Pluto and Jupiter is presenting to you and make plans to change it. Don't go and change anything yet, because retrograde planets are all about reflection and looking back. It's not about establishing new relationships. It's not about looking for a new job right away. Because what Pluto wants you to do is it wants to look at, okay, well, what's blocking you from getting to the ideal position that you want? What is it that you want to do to make money? What is going to bring you good luck and good fortune? That's what Pluto wants you to look at. And then you're going to put a plan in place, okay? And so you'll have all summer to do that. This is what the energies are there for, okay? And especially with this COVID-19 thing, a lot of people have lost their jobs. Now, these jobs are in jobs that, for a lot of you, it wasn't something that you were really cared about or were passionate about. It was something to pay your bills, right? But if you're having issues where you're no longer in that environment and you're not making money, it could be very challenging for you. But this is also a time for you to take that energy and look at, okay, what is it that I truly want to do to make money? What is that drives my passion? What is it that I really want to be known for? What do I want to be recognized for when I leave this planet? What is it that I want people to remember about me? And Jupiter and Pluto's going to help you with that, okay? Now, other planets that are going to be in retrograde. We got Venus, which is in Gemini. What is Gemini for you? You're Cancer. Gemini comes before you. So Gemini is your 12th house. So not only do you have, you have Venus there. Venus is going to go retrograde on May 13th there. Venus is all about how you receive love, how you attract love to you, and the love that you're attracted to. Okay? How you receive love and how you process love. Now, Gemini is your 12th house. Okay? So in the house of Gemini, that talks about your environment, your surrounding. It talks about communication. So a lot of people, because of what COVID-19 was doing to us, we can't go out and socialize. We can't go out and date. We can't go to the clubs. We can't go to the bars. We can't go to bingo. We can't go to networking events, or places where you would go to meet people, things like that, church, things like that. Most people can't do that. So a lot of people were going online and dating online and meeting people online. Well, what's going to happen is with Venus and Gemini, a lot of people were meeting new people, going out meeting new people. But what this is going to happen with this retrograde is now you're going to be you may be in a position where you may be contacted by someone from your past. You may start thinking about someone from your past. You may go out and about in your environment, go to the grocery store, and you may run into someone from the past, okay? You may just be thinking about them, or someone may reach out to you, or you may feel that way. You may want to reach out. Just keep in mind that that's what that energy is about, okay? So there's 3 planets in total in retrograde. We got another planet going in retrograde. That is Saturn, which is already in Aquarius, okay? Aquarius is the house of your social life, your friends. It's the house of organizations, people getting together to form a unit for a common cause, humanitarian efforts as well. Saturn is in there. Saturn is all about rules, regulations. It's also about government. It's about your limitations and what you can and can't do, okay? Now, with Saturn going retrograde there, a lot of people are going to be looking at, okay, well, who's really my friend, who isn't? I'm going to have to set limits on this friendship because it's not working for me. Or, the job environment. You may see that your job, there might be changes in reference to your organization rules, especially with COVID-19. Now, this is what you have to do when you go to work now, and opposed to you didn't have to do this before the COVID-19 scare. Okay? So a lot of people are experiencing that with their jobs. All right? So that's another planet that's going into retrograde. Who else is going into retrograde? We got Pluto, we got Jupiter, we got Venus, okay? And then Mercury is going into Taurus, okay? Uranus is already there, but Mercury is going into Taurus, All right. And so what Mercury and Taurus means is that people are going to be communicating. They're going to be communicating about their money, about how to make money. Because Taurus rules the house of how you make money. When you pull your natal chart, a lot of people come to astrologers. The first thing they want to do is they want to look at their money. You know, a lot of people want to look at love too, but they want to look at money. And that's where the house of Taurus is. So you got Mercury going in there on April 27th. So people are going to be talking about how I can make money. What way can I sustain my income, especially now with COVID-19 going on. So there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of thought process, a lot of thinking about ways that you can supplement your income and get your income going. And you can use that energy combined with Pluto and combined with Jupiter in retrograde to figure out what it is that you really want to do. What are you passionate about? Put a plan in place to make that happen. Make a pandemic proof plan. A friend of mine sent me a video in reference to Dame Dash talking about making a pandemic proof plan. And this is something that is going to help you so that no matter what goes on, another pandemic may happen, you're going to be financially stable. So you want to start thinking about that as well and what you can put into place so that you will be able to survive financially during, natural disasters like a pandemic. Neptune is in Pisces, and Mars is going into Pisces. Now, Mars is all about the warrior in you, the fighter in you. Pisces is all about compassion, all right? So you're going to be seeing a lot of situations come to the forefront where people are going to be fighting for others, okay, for those who can't fight for themselves, all right? This is also about your desires in reference to your creativity. A lot of people are going to be desiring to tap into their creative potential and using that to make money. So there's so many different planets that are working in your favor to get you to the point where you're able to start making money in a way that truly works for you, even though it may not look like it based on what this COVID-19 thing is. This COVID-19 thing, a lot of people are unemployed because of it now or fired. That is it's a terrible thing because you're out of money. But on the flip side, if you're somebody who didn't like what you were doing anyway, use these energies to put a plan in place as to what it is that you really want to do. Go for it. You have nothing to lose, all right? So let's get into the reading here. So your overall energy is the Queen of Cups, okay? This is your energy, Cancer, all right? Loving, nurturing, intuitive, creative, kind, supportive, your energy. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is energy of someone wanting to do something quickly, wanting to go fast. Someone who is not thinking. This could also represent someone wanting to travel. Okay, wanting to do something quickly, do something urgently. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands could represent energy that talks about. Seven of Wands actually is Leo energy. So this is about self-defense, protecting yourself. Okay, so you could very well be in a position where you are a very loving person. Someone could be trying to rush you to do something and you could be feeling defensive about it or feeling as if you need to protect yourself. You could also be a situation here where you're a very loving person and you got people who are trying to come to you, and trying to get into something really quickly with you, and you got options here is what I'm getting here. You got a lot of suitors for some of you, all right? So let's see what the energy is about. Current energy is the this is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse talks to me a lot about, a lot of people who are currently unemployed right now or trying to figure out how to supplement their income, okay? This also talks about someone wanting to fix something, okay? Eight of Pentacles in reverse talks about wanting to repair a relationship possibly, or repair a friendship, or repair something, period. Okay. This also talks about lack of ambition, lack of motivation. Okay. So maybe you're feeling that way now, feeling, because you may not know what it is that you really want to do. Okay. Or you're not feeling motivated because of the energies out here with the COVID-19. Now, the energies that are positively or negatively affecting this Eight of Pentacles energy in reverse, forgive me, it is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who wants to action. I want to make a move right now, okay? That coupled with this Knight of Wands energy is telling me that somebody's in a rush to do something, okay? Somebody's definitely in a rush to do something. They feel the urgency to do something. It could be in reference to your money. It could be in reference to you feel the urgency to fix something. You feel the urgency to make extra money, to bring in supplemental income. You feel the urgency to repair something. What I'm also getting here is this could be a situation where someone feels like something is not working because maybe they're being looked at as the Queen of Wands in reverse could also represent someone who has low self-esteem, okay, who doesn't believe in themselves, doesn't know the power of their energy. They don't know the power that they have or that they emit, or they're holding that power back for some reason because they're afraid. Okay, so somebody could be afraid to fix something. Somebody could be afraid to go out there and get money because they're kind of nervous about what's going on. But we'll see how this energy plays out as we move on. In the past, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, this is you having to walk away from your job. You didn't want to, but you had to because maybe you were fired or you were laid off. If this is a relationship, this is someone who walked away from a relationship. Okay, something that you were really passionate about. This could be a situation where you were in and out of this relationship, because the Eight of Cups is just not walking away. The Eight of Cups is you walked away once, came back, walked away again, came back, walked away again, came back. And it doesn't necessarily mean you did this physically. It could mean that you did, but it could mean mentally where you may have given up on something. Okay, and this energy represents giving up on something as well. Okay, lack of ambition, okay, lack of focus. So it looks like in the past you gave up on something, okay, something that was very dear to you and emotional to you. Now in the recent past, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now the Four of Pentacles is telling me that you are looking for long-term stability. You're looking for you're looking to protect yourself, okay? And this is where these two cards come in. The Seven of Wands and this Four of Pentacles is telling me that you're defending yourself. You could be defending yourself about someone maybe trying to come in and get you to spend money. Someone could be coming in and trying to take advantage of you. They know you're a nice person. We got a lot of negative, how can I say this? There's a lot of people in need right now with this COVID-19 scare. A lot of people are out of job. A lot of people are out of money. Okay, and so you're going to have a lot of people who are looking for support, looking for help, whether they come to you in an honest and humble way asking for your help, or whether they try to slick talk you and try to do something grimy and underhanded. So you have to be careful of everybody coming into your energy at this time. So this is telling me that you're protecting your assets with the Four of Pentacles for your long-term stability. Okay, so that you're able to survive, because you don't know how long this is going to last or how it's going to affect you. All right. And this here represents you defending and guarding off. This could be representing people calling you, trying to get you to pay bills. It's like, wait a minute. You know what's going on globally. I can't pay you right now. I need to save my money and keep my money for myself. So this could be you fighting with bill collectors. Okay. In reference to them trying to get your money. But this Four of Pentacles talks about you saving your money. Okay. You protecting yourself. Securing yourself against, people who may not have your best interests at heart, people who are coming towards you. Okay. Now the crowning energy I have here is the Two of Wands reversed. Now this is Aries energy. Now this is about inaction, because wands in the upright are about taking action. So we have two wands in reverse here. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. There's some inaction here. Someone wanting to either someone not doing something because they're afraid, or they don't feel that they have the power to do it, or they have low self-esteem. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse here. They feel like they don't have options. They're trying to find out what their options are, trying to see what it is that they need to do and which way they should go. And some people feel like the options that they have are not conducive to long-term security and long-term stability. So this could be you looking at your job like, you know what, this job here is a situation here where, I don't have any ambition with this thing. It's not motivating to me, but yet you may feel powerless in a position to change what's going on. Maybe you walked away in the past, or you thought about walking away numerous times, but more recently you started considering, okay, well, look, I need something that's going to give me long-term security. Okay. And, the crowning energy is the Two of Wands in reverse. So this talks about, maybe you had some plans, but they just didn't fall through. I mean, they fell through. It didn't work out. So now you have to go back to the drawing board. All right. And a good thing to do is to use that Jupiterian energy that's going to be in retrograde, as well as that Pluto energy in retrograde. Pluto is going to tell you, because you're very intuitive. So Pluto is going to unearth and bring to the forefront what you need to address. You may not even see it as something that's related to your career aspiration. It could be something about the way you look at things, how you view things. It could have been, usually with Pluto energy, it's something that you happened to you in the past. It usually is something that's negative, okay, in reference to how it made you feel. But Pluto's going to bring that right in your face, because Pluto is saying that's what's hindering you from really seeing what it is that you need to do to provide this long-term security. And then when Pluto brings that to your face, you're going to want to use that Jupiterian energy that's in retrograde to say, okay, how can I twist this around? How can I take this energy that's in my face that I need to address and deal with, because it's hindering me from being successful? How can I take this energy and use it and turn it and spin it into my favor so that I can provide long-term security for myself? How can I do that? All right. Because maybe the way that you're looking at things right now, it's not working for you. So you need something else. But don't worry, Pluto's going to give it to you. Sit back, clear your thoughts, whatever it is you need to do, and just start meditating or do something where you isolating yourself and you can focus on your thoughts, and it will come to you. All right. Now, as far as what's going on in your future, we have the Page of Cups. Okay. So this is telling me that, if this is not a child, that you're looking at and you're thinking about as far as your long-term stability, and your future is all about what you're going to do for your child or your children, this is a message, okay? And it could be a message about you doing something that you really love. So this could be you meditating and Pluto, giving you that energy, and you're like, aha, I see what this is. All right, I know what it is that I want to do. I know what I love, okay? This could represent also a message of love. Somebody may be wanting to date, okay? We'll see what this is. We're going to clarify this in the extended. Okay, so the link is below if you want to join. Now, as far as your hopes are concerned, your fears. We have the Star card in the upright. This is Aquarius energy. So you're afraid to believe in something. I don't know if you're afraid to believe in yourself, because we have this Queen of Wands in reverse here, and she represents someone having low self-esteem, someone feeling blocked in some way. So this is a clear example for some of you. You're blocked in some way. There could have been something that went on in your past, in your childhood, that made you feel unworthy or made you feel unloved in some way, and you're still holding on to that energy. What's going to happen is Pluto's going to bring that to the forefront. So if you push something down that happened to you and you just like, let me move on. I got to move on. I don't got time for that right now. And it comes to the forefront and you keep thinking about it. It keeps coming to your mind. That means you need to sit down with those thoughts. Okay. And don't be afraid to heal. Some of you are afraid of those thoughts. You're afraid of it because you're afraid of the pain. But if you don't feel it, you're not going to be able to heal. Part of the healing process in dealing with anything that traumatic that happened to you is, unfortunately, revisiting that in your mind, sitting down and thinking about what happened to you and how that shit made you feel. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of anger and resentment and frustration in you. But you have got to get that out of you. And that's what Pluto is going to do. It's going to bring it to the forefront because you didn't deal with it before. So this is what Pluto does when it's in retrograde in a particular house, okay? So you can't be afraid to heal, okay? Because this is what's in your fears. You're fearing that, things are not going to work. You're fearing that that energy inside you is going to be brought up and it's going to come out and it may affect you in a negative way. That energy is going to come out regardless. When Pluto comes around, you can't fight Pluto. And Pluto don't do things nicely. So you gotta brace yourself, because this is coming to the forefront. You're going to have to deal with this. All right. So what you may need to do is, now that, with the COVID-19 thing, people are isolated, this is a good time for you to just dive into those feelings, because, you may not have to go back and forth to work like you used to, or you may not have to be around a lot of people. Try to deal with it if you can. If you need help with that, then, learning your birth chart, understanding your birth chart, and understanding the astrology will help you also to better understand who you are and understand how these planetary alignments are affecting you so that you can heal and do what it is that you need to do what's best for you. Some of you, if you want to go to a psychiatrist or psychologist, or you can't get in because of the COVID situation, start learning and studying your birth chart. That will help you tremendously. How people see you. Temperance in reverse. Okay, so this is a concern because people are seeing you unravel. When temperance is in reverse, first of all, let's talk about temperance in the upright. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a major arcana. Okay, so this is major. Now, temperance talks about your emotions and your logic, having that balanced. Okay, when temperance is in reverse, this means your emotions and your logic are not balanced. Okay? So what you're going to have to do, and people are seeing this in you. They're seeing you become unhinged. Okay? They're seeing this. So this is all the more reason why you really need to take a look at that energy that's showing up, that's driving you crazy. What is it that's bothering you? And tap into that. And use that energy and use it and find out, okay, what do I need to do to get over this? A lot of times it's just accepting the fact that this was not your fault. A lot of things that happened to you in the childhood, they were not your fault. And then the second part about it is forgiving those who are around you because they didn't know any better. The adults, the ones who were around when this was going on, maybe someone saw something and they didn't do anything about it. Maybe someone, did something to you and they were just fucked up and they did something to you. The first thing you need to do is accept the fact that there's nothing you can do about that now. Number one. Number two, you are a valuable person. You have worth. You are a very loving, intuitive, kind, considerate person, and you deserve love just like everybody else. Okay? Yeah, there's some fucked up people in this world, and they do some fucked up shit to us, and it fucks us up, a lot of us. But what you have to understand is it's not your fault. You had no control over that. And on top of that, there's nothing you can do about it now. So look at that situation. Heal from it. Forgive those who did that to you. It's not forgiving them as in, okay, I'm doing them a favor. No, forgiving them is helping you heal. That is what's helping you heal. You holding that resentment to them for not stepping up and helping you or doing this to you is what is hindering you. You have to forgive and let that go. And once you forgive, things are going to start getting better for you. All right. So some of you, you're dealing with those emotions and people are seeing you come unhinged. You may be drinking a lot more. You may be smoking, whatever it is you're dibbling and dabbling into to help to coax that pain because you feel that Pluto energy coming because Pluto goes into retrograde. It's in pre-shadow period right now. It goes into retrograde on the 25th. Today is what, the 21st, the 22nd? Okay, so that's 3 days from now. So you're in the pre-shadow. So some of you are already feeling this energy. And talk, if it's somebody that you can talk to in reference to healing and helping to heal this pain, talk to them. If you have no one to talk to and you got internet, start looking at your natal chart. Get a natal chart pulled. Okay, look at the different placements. Do some research online. Learn the different placements. I'm telling you, I did it. And it helped me. I didn't need a psychiatrist. I didn't need a psychologist. I just needed to better understand me. And I needed to understand these placements because that's what affects me as well. And then how it affects this world. You can take care of yourself. You can heal yourself. You just have to put in that work. And it is hard. But Pluto is going to help you. Use these energies to help you. Okay? Now, as far as your hopes, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, why is this in your hopes? Are you hoping not to lose money? Okay, are you hoping not to lose a person? Because the Ace of Pentacles in the upright represents a solid, stable connection, and it represents financial stability as well. So if this is in your hopes, then this could talk to you in reference to hoping that you don't get to the point where you lose connections with people. It could be because of the feelings that you have. Maybe you're realizing that, okay, if I tell people what really is going on with me, they won't connect with me. They won't look at me the same. They won't treat me the same. And maybe this is what you're afraid of, or this is what's in your hopes in some way, shape, or form. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse also talks about stressing about money. Okay, it talks about going into debt. Okay, so the clarifier that comes with this could be talking about you hoping that this doesn't happen. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with here, because I don't see why you would have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse in reference to your hopes. Now, the outcome here is the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is a relationship situation here for some of you. It could be that, you know, with this energy here, the relationship is not working. Whatever it was that you were doing in this relationship, it wasn't working. It could have very well been that someone felt that, okay, this is just me feeling like an object. Okay, I'm just feeling like a sex object in this situation. And as a result, you walked away from the situation. Okay, so in the recent past, you're protecting yourself. You're being guarded in reference to who you let in and who you don't let in, because the crowning energy talks about, you know, the relationship that you were in, things didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Plans fell through. Now, in the future here, immediate future, you may be approached by someone who wants a relationship, or someone who may want to connect with you on an intimate level, get to know you. Okay? But in your fears here, we have the Star card. So you're afraid that things won't work out. How people see you is they see you as somebody who is emotionally unbalanced, or this person could see you as somebody who might be a little off emotionally. And it could just be because you've been burned in the past. Okay? And in your hopes here, you're hoping that, you know, if you put effort into a relationship, that it doesn't crumble and it doesn't fail. And then the outcome is you getting your success. But a lot of you have a lot of healing to do in some way, shape, or form in order for you to get to that successful situation. So this reading could be for relationships. It could be also for business. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you some advice just in case you can't join in the extended. And then we're going to go to the extended and get some clarity and get you some more advice once we clarify things. What messages do you have for my Cancers in reference to the message here? What advice do you have for them? Okay, we have blessed. Oh my God, Cancer, beautiful. So we have 22, the master number. So I don't break down master numbers. You shouldn't either. So you want to look up master number 22 and see if it resonates with you. That might be for some of you, if this reading doesn't resonate, that master number 22 message might be the only thing out of this message that you could use. So see what that means. But 22 talks about something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace in an unforeseen gift from spirit. So the protection message says humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom. And what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. This is what I'm talking about with this Pluto energy. Some of you have had some healing to do. You blocked something, and Pluto's going to bring it to the forefront. You're already feeling it, all right? You're already feeling off balance. People are already seeing you a little off with it. Deal with that, okay? Deal with that. If you need some assistance or guidance or just some general ideas of how to begin, hit me up in my email. My information's in the box below, all right? The relationship message says you are moving towards a deepening or intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring you transformation and beauty into your world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and with spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Some of you are afraid of a relationship that's going to have you tap into that deep energy you've been hiding. And you're afraid. You feel like you don't deserve it. You feel like you don't deserve love. But you do. Hit me up if you need any information. My information is in the box below.